Hi everybody, welcome back to another reading. This is Tasha. Let me see. I want to see if this is hopefully stable enough. Okay. I want to start with the spirit of the animals oracle and see what we get from that. What kind of spirit animals do we have on our side right now? I'm getting chills already, you guys. Oof, these cards might be too big for me to do a normal shuffle. Okay, they're too big, I can't. Look at that. Okay. We're just gonna do this instead. I think we want 3 spirit animals and whatever it is that they embody to work with. All right, we got 4. First spirit animal is the dragon, supernatural. Woo! You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Self-belief. Penguin, authentic. Self-belief about you. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. All right. Eagle, mastery. You're on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. This is like really beautiful so far. Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. These are all really, 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 really highly vibrational cards, guys. That's pretty cool. I really like it. Okay. Next, I'm going into the Soul Mirror Oracle. When you really become your most authentic version of yourself, like seriously, things start to align and they start to happen. All right, Soul Miracle, Soul Miracle, Soul Mirror Oracle. I don't know, what is the mirroring energy on this dragon? Supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. How are we feeling internally about being supernatural? Unveiling. Unveiling the truth about yourself and your supernatural abilities. Just because you're supernatural does not mean that you have to be better than everyone else. You just have your own power and your own specific type of gift for the world. On the bottom it says clouded, radiant. So you tell me, are you still like, are there still some things clouding your judgment on your abilities? One more for supernatural. Confusion, fearful and serene. That's that kind of clouded. Confusion could also be that you're like, why am I different in this way than other people are? And why do I rarely ever see other people that are like me? Right? That's something that I got hung up on a lot in the past. I'm like, yo, why do I seem like I'm just different than everybody else in ways? Some of that I would say is probably ego, but part of it is just like, yo, like, I don't think the same way that you do. And once you can really accept that, I think that's when things are really gonna, I'm like, I have like so much energy running through my body in this message. Like seriously, my whole body is like vibrating warm. It's really like beautiful. A little overwhelming, but beautiful. Okay. What mirroring do we have on authenticity? Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Search externally and internally. Authenticity, I believe, comes best when you're really searching for it internally first. External things can have a way to disrupt your internal beliefs, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think that's a good thing because you learn from that. Life is all about lessons and learning. Even though at some point that's frustrating, I think, okay, you might be in like the heavy depths of internal searching. And that can be a really overwhelming feeling. You can feel very alone. In this card, I see this woman, she just looks very alone. Think back to your childhood self when you were happy and when you felt good and when you felt safe. What else for authenticity? Sadness, defensive listening, it's coming across to me that there could be sadness when it comes to defending yourself and your authentic self. relationships, people you date, friendships, family can all have an influence on how you feel about yourself. Searching, now it's coming across that if you're a person that you're constantly around other people, if this is you and that describes you, you're constantly around people and you don't really have time for introspection and reflection, it's time to do that. Don't keep putting it off, because feelings will just continue to fester. Energy will stay stagnant. You might also have some sadness about the authenticity that you are. Like maybe it really just doesn't look like anybody else, and that's like kind of an alienating kind of feeling, like you feel like an alien, which at the end of the day I think is actually like really cool. But I can understand at the same time that it's like you're having a feeling that I can't fit in at all. All right, reflections on mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Attention. Resistant, surrendered. You're on a journey. You're on a journey, and your wisdom that you hold is meant to inspire the world. Are you resistant to it, or are you going to surrender and accept that you have value and that your words, my whole body's vibrating, and that your words have value, your essence has value. Whew. All right, what else? Mastery. Forgiveness. Withholding or releasing. Forgiving is going to help you soar. I know for me personally, when I hold things in, especially resentment towards others, it tends to like manifest in different areas of life. It tends to manifest in different relationships. It keeps you like in the dark, like hidden. And in this card, you see, it's like they're letting the bird go. Release it. Release the things you're upset about, because it's really just kind of holding you back from how and where you want to move forward. Okay? All right. Ooh, reflection about good luck. How do we feel about good luck? Learning. Okay. Good luck. You are bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. Blessings. You bless. Oh, full body chills. You bless the world with color and good luck. Please accept that. Please understand that and accept that, because that's really, 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 really beautiful. Man, blessing the world with color, I think that's one of the most beautiful things that I've heard, honestly. To know that you, your essence, can make the world brighter and more colorful, that's just absolutely incredible. What else about good luck? Portal. Open or closed. Ooh. I might have to look at the meaning of this one. I'm gonna read that one. Portal. Let go of the limitations of the five senses. In regards to good luck, it's telling me, like, you might not know, like, don't expect it to come from a feeling or something happening specifically. Embrace the infinite potential within you, which is especially accessible in moments of transformation and growth. Connect with the unlimited aspect of your being and tap into the power of the universe, which is you. Our earthly experience is a portal for inner learning, growth, and spiritual expansion. Our world often talks about the human senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. However, we are inherently and endlessly more than this. Dig deep within and be in touch with your exponential self. How do you feel? Feel the palms of your hands heat up. Your third eye expand with awareness. Your spirit amplify well outside of its human constraints and five senses. Open up and travel through the portal of inner knowing to see your true and limitless self. With this knowledge, you can navigate the reflections of the world with all the power of the universe. Tap into unseen magic to mold the world around you, like a potter's clay on the wheel shaping your future. During pivotal times in our lives, the keys to these portals lay waiting for us to reach out and unlock their potential. This card asks you to open all your hidden senses to initiate new gateways and portals and invite the magic within to be expressed in the physical realm. So open up, invite the magic within. Reflection. What gateways and portals can I open to invite the magic within? How can I initiate new gateways and portals within myself to express the magic within the physical realm? Where do you want magic to be created in your life? Do you want a magical relationship? How do we let that magical relationship in? First off, we let go of old relationships, ones that we know are not fulfilling. We trust and know that there is better, especially if you're with somebody that does not make you feel good. If you're with somebody and you're like, you leave hanging out with them and you're like, man, like, I do not feel like myself, it's probably not the right connection for you. There can be some kind of growth within that, I believe, that it's like maybe we have our own self-beliefs and insecurities that can be brought up in relationships like that. But it's okay to have that if you bring it up to them and they don't want to make any changes. Like, I had somebody I was dating and they made fun of me all the time, but like, I'm cool with getting roasted some, but like, if the roast to like affection ratio is so off, it was like this was roasting and this was like affection. And anytime like he would say anything affectionate, it was so quiet I couldn't even hear it. And I'd be like, bro, why don't you ever give me compliments? And he's like, I did. And I was like, I didn't hear it. You know what I mean? So that just like wasn't the right situation because we couldn't see each other's side. Truthfully. But I'm also okay with releasing that and letting that go because I'm like, I don't want to be with somebody that's just like roasting me, being mean to me all the time. I'm gonna pass. I like to get roasted a little bit, like it's fun. But when I like get 2 compliments per 30 roasts, I'm like, man, I don't want to be in this anymore, right? Who would? Just because it's attention does not mean it's good or that it feels good. All right, Outlander Oracle. This is our last oracle. What do we want to ask with this one? Supernatural phase. I want to know what's the future outcome for. You're doing the work. What's the future outcome? About unveiling, confusion, and supernatural. The outcome for unveiling, confusion, supernatural. Decision. You're going to make some kind of decision. Either you're going to decide that you're that mother effer, or you're going to decide, well, maybe I want to put my energy towards something else, right? 22:22 on the timer. All right, what about authenticity? The Tower. Woo! I kind of like that. It reminds me of Tower Moment. I don't know if that's exactly what it means, but it's coming across as there's a tower moment of what is your true identity. And I don't want to get hung up on identity itself, but what is it truly that makes you happy, feel fulfilled, and grounded? Let me see. Tower. Yep. Upheaval, chaos, change. Yeah. It's like a tower moment when it comes to your authenticity. You're either actively or beginning to question, is this for me or not? Is this authentic to me? Am I still doing things based on what other people think? Or am I just doing things that I know and love? Yeah. All right, how about mastery, attention, forgiveness? Ruler. Ruler is like, that's like the same as like being a master, right? Somebody having attention to detail and Willingness to forgive. Yes. Wow, these really, like, they really go together. The original card was the eagle. Let go of the past and soar. We have forgiveness. Let go of the past. Because it's just holding you back at this point. I know it all too well, you guys. I don't know if it helps, like, literally write. For me, I like writing things down. I'm very, like, visual, hands-on. And I'll write down. I actually, okay, this is something I didn't know I was going to share, but I'm going to share it. I rescued a cat from an unfortunate house, like, place in March. And it was actually March 13th, and he was a black cat. And I was like, I need this cat. Like, I'm supposed to take this cat. And it was like same day decision. And if you guys ever see, or if you've noticed, you see all these marks. That's from that black cat. I got him, and he just, like, was biting me, and I was so scared in my house. I didn't even want to be home anymore. And I was so afraid in my house. I wrote a letter, or basically like a passage about him, the cat, and how I was ready to release him from my life. I didn't feel that it was the right situation. Clearly there's bites on my legs too, and my feet. They're just, like, everywhere. I have scars. And I wrote a message in my notebook about these are all the ways that I loved him, and that I do love him, and how sweet he is. And I also talked about all the things that hurt me. And at the end, I asked, like, Spirit or God, I was like, please release this 2727 on the timer. Please release this soul from me, this harmful soul, because, like, I can't do it anymore. And within a week, I actually got somebody responded to my post about him, and he came and picked him up the same day. That was really heavy, and that was, like, really emotional. But isn't that interesting that I picked him up the same day, and then this guy also picked him up the same day? I have not heard from him, and it has been probably, like, I'd say at least a month to 6 weeks since I've had him. And, like, I can't tell you how big of a relief it was to, even though I loved him so much and I really wanted to give him a good life, I had to let him go, because it was not safe for either of us. I wasn't safe because I was getting bit, and he obviously was probably doing the biting because he didn't feel safe enough. And I'm willing to accept that now. All that to say, release things that really aren't serving you. Whatever it is that just came to your mind, that's probably, that's one of the big things that you're going to learn that you have to release. Be patient with yourself too. Don't be too hard on yourself. All right. Outcome for good luck, blessings, portal. I feel like you're going to be opening the portal. Twins. Are twins like a sign of good luck? I don't know. Connection, strong relationships, and partnership. Good luck, blessings, open portal, twins into connection, strong relationships, and partnership. Being open to the idea of a connection that can be helpful to you. Instead of feeling helpless. It's like a 2-for-1. You ever go to the store and you're like, it's buy one, get one free, and you're like, ooh. I was thinking I kind of want to get a candle from Bath and Body Works. I think it's cactus blossom. That one reminds me of summer. All right, how about one last card from this oracle? Mentor. You're probably a healer and meant to mentor others. Help other people that are struggling with things that you struggled with in the past. I heard somebody say recently, like, the reason why like addiction counselors, usually a lot of times addiction counselors are people that used to be addicts. And it's because they understand, they know. So it's a personal level rather than just like going to school and learning in all the books, like this is that, this is this. It's literally your experiences can help impact other people. I can't tell you how many times that's happened in my life. I didn't keep track or anything like that. Okay, we're going to the B Tarot. Knowing everything that we know, I'm actually gonna, I think I'm gonna take all the other cards off. So I have some more space. All right, Spirit, what message do you have for us with the tarot? Spirit and angels, what messages are coming through? Let's see what we got. Ooh, Two of Swords. Intellectual decision. King of Jars. One more. Three of Jars. An intellectual decision needs to be made. King of Jars is emotional stability. Let's see what this says. This card draws attention to someone who is or needs to act honorably with integrity and implies that a situation requires someone who is willing and able to nurture and support those in their wider community. What are we talking about in this message? Are you a healer? Are you a person that's supposed to be doing something like I'm doing right now? Two of Swords. It's asking you to make a decision. There's two options. Either you are or you aren't. Either you are going to pursue it or you aren't. And a person, it's like emotional stability and somebody who's supposed to support community. And then we got the Three of Jars right after, which is like celebration, collaboration, and joy. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Hats off. All right, what else? Got the honeymoon on the bottom. Temperance. Having fluidity, patience, balance. Princess of Swords. This is a girl that she's like, here's Temperance. The Princess of Swords, she's a girl that kind of like, seems like there's like just some kind of like chaos going on behind her. You're probably dealing with some kind of chaos right now in some aspect of your life. And Swords is communication, so it could be in terms of communication. Maybe a lack of communication from somebody you want to be communicating with you. But the Temperance is asking you to be patient. Be patient. Bees everywhere. Maybe you've been seeing bees too. What else about this Princess of Swords? What about the Princess of Swords? Two of Jars. Yeah, I think this is in regards to a connection that you're maybe getting out of with the Princess of Swords, and then the Two of Jars is going to allow something new to come in. What else? I want one more. Princess of Swords, Two of Jars, Temperance, Five of Swords, conflict, internal conflict, Four of Swords. It's not the five, it's Four of Swords. Rest. Rest after a period of chaos. What's the outcome after rest? What's the outcome after rest? and healing. Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. Realization that maybe that connection you thought was your end-all be-all connection isn't actually anymore. It's a tough one. We've got the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, and Four of Swords. 2, 3, 4. Sorrow and happiness, heartbreak. Patience during the chaos, a connection, possibly ending, needing rest, and heartbreak. Okay, I'm gonna read for Three of Swords. It is time to take a deep breath and muster as much strength and resilience to see oneself through this time of uncertainty and pain. It is difficult not to think of this card as an emotional one, but it is imperative to see beyond the emotional responses to the disruption that was initially caused by the mind. I mean, it is an emotional card. The Three of Swords. Maybe you broke your own heart a little bit. Really believing something to be true that you really wanted it to be true, and it didn't end up being. How are we going to get out of the heartbreak? Hermit on the bottom. Introspection. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is like sneaky, deceptive energy. What about it? Let's see. Oof. Oof. Ugh. Rebirth and Prince of Pentacles. Leaving behind, like, I hate to say this. Maybe you're doing some like stalking online or something, and like, not to make it super harsh, but like maybe you're looking at like somebody's profile and hoping that they're gonna reach out and things like that. If you truly like want it, think about it. If you're having to do that, and you can't just like ask the person what's going on, and you're trying to find little like hidden things, is that really something that you want? Do you want to be in a relationship where you're questioning things all the time? I don't. Rousey just meowed from the bedroom, so she confirmed that she doesn't either. So rebirth, deciding not to do that anymore. Deciding not to do sneaky things anymore. I think we're all guilty of it, so don't be ashamed. And then we've got the Prince of Pentacles. 44:47 on the timer. The Prince of Pentacles. productive, focused, ambitious. This is a kind and practical person who is well-meaning and good-natured, but it is essential that they are mindful of their actions. Gentility, I didn't even know that was a word. Gentility and encouragement will steer them in the right direction and make effective use of their talents. It seems like we've got some online creeping in the house, but we're learning that maybe that's not the healthiest. And it's not even that shame on you. What it is like, okay, that situation just isn't for me. If I'm having to like do stuff like this, I mean, it's just taking all of your energy or time. When it could be focused on doing good things and starting to build that bread. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it. All right, what else? Six of Swords. Moving away from stress and high waters into smooth sailing. What's going to happen after you do that? Prince of Wands. Ooh, Eight of Wands almost came out. One more. Prince of Wands and King of Wands. I'm gonna begin it. Do you guys also grunt when you go down to pick something up? Or am I an old lady now? I don't know. Both of them. Prince of Wands and King of Wands. Ooh, you're gonna move from the Prince of Wands energy into the King of Wands energy? Prince of Wands. Slow and steady progress is the key. Do not rush headlong into a situation. You may be inclined to be super enthusiastic about every idea you have, but slow down and assess. That's coming out like different forms of creation are starting to come up. Yes. I mean, this is all like, this whole kind of message is like releasing the past and coming into your own power. And then King of Wands. Use your charisma wisely, not to manipulate, but to encourage others to help you realize your goal. Use your wisdom to express your inherent strength and authority. What did we just talk about? Sharing. Your wisdom. Don't shove it down throats. People are not happy about that, and usually it will not be received. That can also bring resentment towards whatever it is that you're trying to get at. Like what you're trying to explain. It's got to be a gradual process. It can't you can't force it down somebody's throat. I mean, you just can't. I've learned my lesson with that. I learned it, so hopefully you don't have to. And I'm sharing that with you now. And at the end of the day, this message is really asking you to believe in yourself, remove types of chaos that aren't allowing you to rest, and then you need rest, and to focus on your own life, not as much focusing on other people or other, like, maybe like potential partners or your partner, something like that. I feel that you're meant to be, whoever I'm speaking to is meant to be a mentor, and you have a lot to share. 51:11 on the time. Just because I'm doing this doesn't mean that somebody else shouldn't be doing it, or that you're gonna be like, oh, it's too saturated already. Like, I could have thought that, but I'm making videos and it makes me happy and I enjoy doing it. I have experiences that other people have never had. Not one person has had all of the same experiences. So maybe you have experience with trees, like chopping down trees or something. I've never done that. I don't know how to do that. Maybe you want to share with other people, this is the easiest way to chop down a tree, like if you ever need to, or something like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be all super extravagant either. Like, I've had a couple ideas in my mind about just like small things that I do in my life that I'm like, oh, I could share this because this is something that has made my life easier or like simpler. And one of those things is like how I fold some of my laundry. It's as simple as that. Let me know. I just got these new, I just got these stones, and I think they're all really cute. I'm gonna show you, and then you tell me which one is your favorite. Which one are you drawn to the most? Awesome. Well, I had a lot of fun today. I hope whoever watches this video received some kind of positive message to get their life continuing to go, to move, rather than staying stagnant. If you would like, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. I love you.